We're talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies Postgame Show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in to the Phillies Postgame Show. A little bit of a different setup before we get into today's show. Doing this all through my phone. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I've got my not so normal setup. I've got the phone on me, but we're able to run things a lot smoother, we'll say, than the Philadelphia Phillies offense today, as they lose 1-0 in a game that was, admitther a little bit of a snooze fest, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a snoozer, if you will. Unfortunately though, they wasted a Sanchez gem. They wasted a Sanchez gem. 1-0. Phillies lose against the Cleveland Guardians. And this is not the start against a tough stretch of opponents that you would have wanted to see. It's unfortunately, I don't know if I would agree with that sentiment, constant, but yeah, the problem with this team, the problem right now is that you're going to go up against a bunch of hot teams. You're going up against the Padres, the Dodgers. This Cleveland team is really good, and they showed that. They have a bunch of no-name pitchers, and they will come in and destroy your offense. Trey Turner tonight was 0 for 4. Trey Turner tonight was 0 for 4. Kyle Schwarber was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. So that brings into question Kyle Schwarber's health, in my opinion. I have a source that has knowledge on the situation that says he's got an ankle injury, an ankle issue. It was on a slide in the Phillies comeback a few days ago, I believe last Friday. So that sucks. Maybe he was sick. Maybe he was sick as well, but he definitely at least has a knee injury, or ankle injury, excuse me. Although didn't look that sick the other day when he was doing something for, I believe it's charity with the Phillies organization. He was on stage going nuts with the banjo or guitar or whatever it was. So that was fun to see. But he's back in the lineup, and he was 0-4. Trey Turner in the ninth. That was absolutely disgusting. You cannot pop out 1-0 like that when you need the top of your lineup to do stuff to get back into this game. It was only 1-0. It was only a 1-0 loss. And unfortunately for the Phillies, they did not get, the offense at least, was not able to get things done. Sanchez, on the other hand, my God, this guy has been outstanding, was outstanding tonight. I think he's up to a 34 innings, not allowing a run. I told you guys that this guy was going to be in the conversation for a Cy Young, and he's proven that case so far this year. Now, again, it's going to be a huge test for when he faces the Padres, the Dodgers, White Sox, the Cubs. These bigger Mets, the Mets are coming up soon. That's going to be huge. Although the Mets have not been very good this year, that's still going to be a tough test. The Mets always play you tough. So it's going to be a big test for him. It's going to be a big test for the Phillies to see if they are up to the task. Tomorrow should be it's going to be interesting to see how the Phillies play these next two games, internally speaking. It's going to rain tomorrow a lot, and Sunday it's supposed to rain a little bit. So I wonder if they will, I wonder if their plans will change with the pitching department. So I'm not even going to say who they're planning on throwing out tomorrow, because that may change. This game might not even happen. And they'll probably move these games against the Guardians later on in the year. And then they go out west, which sucks. Otherwise, the question, it begs the question whether you should have kept Sanchez in that ninth inning. It was up to, I believe, 96 pitches in the ninth inning. He was looking great. He didn't allow a run, for God's sakes. And then you bring in Duran, which there's two sides to the story, right? One, Duran's one of the best closers in the game. Duran is one of the best closers in the game. But at the same time, he's coming off injury. He is he's coming off injury, and his elo might not be the same. Although he showed the other night that he was absolutely dominant. Blown out the Reds. You had a bunch of strikeouts in the ninth inning. So clunker for sure. And the weather isn't helping. It's drizzling. Well, it was drizzling at the time. And it's going to be miserable for the weekend. I'm down the shore right now. And it's not great weather-wise. So maybe that has a factor into it. But again, at the same time, Christopher Sanchez threw eight innings, no runs. So that didn't affect him. That didn't affect him all that much. So I don't know. There's two sides to this thing. And I don't know. I still trust Philly Don. Glad I didn't listen to the game while at work on Sirius XM. Well, I mean, Chuck, I will say I'm a little disappointed that you didn't go in and listen to our boy Scott Fransky. He's one of the best broadcasters in all the land. That guy is an absolute stud. T-Mac as well. We're really lucky as Phillies fans to have some of the best broadcasters in the biz. And, at the same time, in a game like this, man, there wasn't much to be excited about from the broadcaster's perspective, because it was a 1-0 game. We all just want to get home. We want to get the Memorial Day weekend started. But again, it is what it is. But yeah, a little bit of a quicker show for sure. Sorry again if I missed some comments. Let's see. After the game, are you going to do a review of Drake's Iceman album? No, but I will say very good. Go check out the Philly Sports Pulse. We did a collab with a very good Eagles page, and we did a little edit of Jalen Hurts, the Iceman Jalen Hurts sort of thing that's been trending. So I don't know. As we have a guest, I believe. You know what? Yes, we do. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Add to stage. Hey.
What's up, Jesse? How's it going?
Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you as well. Sorry I'm a bit late. I was headed down from
No,
Memorial
you're
Day
good.
weekend to the shore. As you can see, Jersey Shore back here. But, man, I'm disgusted by tonight. I'm disgusted.
Yeah. As a whole, this offense, man, they have they've sucked, honestly, the
Yeah.
last couple of games, and against some better opponents coming up. You've got the Dodgers, Padres, all that stuff. Are these games that are coming up, are they concerning? And do you think the Phillies can win these games, and prove to us as a fan base that they are legit?
I think every game is winnable. But yes, this game is cause for concern, absolutely. When you have a team coming up like the Dodgers, it's like you feel like deer in headlights, you know? Like, I don't want to see them play like this against a team like that. If they can't score a run off Gavin Williams, who's good, but they're not doing anything against the Dodgers if they play like this. However, this is a team that can get hot. Kyle Schwarber is obviously not himself. I'm hoping that he can be himself for the next couple series. With the way that the Phillies have been playing, I'm not completely out on them even just winning the next two. This team can get hot quick. It was an off night, sure. Christopher Sanchez played well, but man, that's not what you want to see. And I like to be optimistic, so I'm going to say that I think they can win any game that they play. This is a good team. But man, I was not happy with tonight.
Well, we've had some questionable decisions from Philly Don, if you will, the last couple of days, pulling Sanchez with 96 pitches tonight, and then
I don't mind
there
that,
was
but
you don't.
no, I don't mind that too much. I mean, it's a 0-0 game. You have the opportunity to put the best closer that you've had since Brad Lidge into the game. You do it. I don't mind that too much.
Okay. Well, he's had I believe another one against the. Oh my God, was it game 2? It was either game 2 or game 3 of the series. There was a couple of questionable decisions from Don Mattingly in that series. Do you still ride with Philly Don?
I don't think the manager of a baseball team is really all that important. I mean, I wasn't really for Rob Thompson getting fired. I wasn't really for Rob Thompson staying. What I was for is a spark that gets these players going. They were getting complacent, and they woke up after Don Mattingly was promoted and Rob Thompson was fired. If they're going to get complacent again, there's nothing that a manager can fix. So as long as Don Mattingly is able to keep them ready, keep them fired up, like anything could happen, nobody's job is safe, that's the team that I want. I want a team that is honestly scared of losing someone their job like they did for Rob Thompson. If they're going to get complacent again because they've won a couple games in a row, a couple series in a row, that's not a baseball club that I want.
Absolutely. Now, talk real fast, if you will, about the impact that Christopher Sanchez has had, for the Phillies this season.
I mean, I was about to say that they should win every game that Christopher Sanchez pitches, but they didn't win them tonight, the game that Christopher Sanchez pitched, which is a little bit concerning, but Christopher Sanchez has been hands down the best pitcher in Major League Baseball this year. How many innings has he thrown consecutive scoreless? So it's in the 30s, gotta be.
34, yes.
34. Are you kidding me, Christopher Sanchez? I'm going to give him a round of applause. That's unbelievable. He's been the best player on the Phillies. He's been the best pitcher in the MLB. I don't care. Ohtani doesn't have the innings. Christopher Sanchez should be starting the All-Star game, but that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about winning baseball games. And Christopher Sanchez did about as good as he could possibly do. Right? 8 scoreless. The team couldn't put up a run. That's what I'm worried about. Christopher Sanchez, no notes. Keep doing your thing.
I love it. And quick little, question before we sign off. The All-Star game, it's fast approaching. Who are your Phillies All-Star representatives?
Christopher Sanchez, not even a question. He's got to start the game. If he's pitching like this, his ERA is down to 1.6, and he hasn't allowed a run in 34 innings. That's more innings than Baskin Robbins has ice cream flavors. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable.
That's great.
No, but Christopher Sanchez, he's hands down an all-star. Bryce Harper, not so great in the past couple games. He's going to be an all-star, especially because the game's here. He's still a marketable player. It's a fan vote in the end of the day. He'll get in. And Kyle Schwarber, if he's leading the league in home runs by the time of the all-star break, it should be him. Marsh is on the bubble. I don't think he will, but I would like to see him do it.
All right. Good to hear. Well, Jonah, man, thank you so much for hopping on.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm
all
late.
for watching. No, you're fine. I you know what? I admittedly don't have the best setup. I'm also down the shore. Shout out CIL City, best Jersey Shore town on the block.
Those are fighting words.
You know, we'll talk about that after the stream for sure. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching this edition of the Phillies Postgame Show. Not sure if we'll get one tomorrow, rain depending, but if not, I'll at least be here. So thanks for watching, everybody, and let's go Phils.
The fight